Hello, everyone. We're back in business or something. I don't know. Business? Steam pressing? We're pressing. We're pressing the issue. I can hear myself. I do not want to hear myself. Goodbye. The worst crime, being able to hear myself on stream. Anyway, happy Saturday. My name is Katie. This is the Atelier Nekuzuki live stream, and we are here to, not really to party, kind of to party. I wrapped up the stream yesterday and then realized that I still had another full roll of frickin' exteriors to cut. What you need?
Where are the scissors?
Oh, they should be in the classroom in there. If not, I've got a blue pair here. All right, 1 second. That's actually the best question.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you got them both? Okay, they do have a pair of like regular straight scissors. Although if I was smart, they should be up from them. Okay. Here's a pair they can use. Okay, one moment. I just gotta track down. I know we have more than one pair of scissors. You got them? Yeah? 2 pairs?
I've got the kitchen ones, and then I've got...
Okay, well, use these because they're at least shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
That's not the way, Katie.
Flynn's like, oh my god, scissors. He's like at the bottom of the stairs like, what do you mean stay here? Get out of the way? I am a cat. Why should I get out of the way? Come on, Flynn Flynn. Come hang out with us. Oh, you probably don't like the steam press very much, do you? Oh, that was a good blink. Hi, bud. Anyway, they're making signs for Dallas's race tomorrow, which is happening. And it's like there's another quarter to a half inch of snow on the ground again. And it's supposed to be like -6 in the morning. I'm like, I was hemming and hawing about whether I was going to do this race or not. Now I'm extremely glad that I'm not. And actually the main deciding factor originally was the fact that I've got a 15-mile run on Monday, and honestly, I need volume more than I need like a race time right now. So I totally scraped this mat more putting the steam press up here. Wild. Okay. So there we go. I know this is probably pretty boring viewing, but it's like the next step. At least, yeah, this is the last piece of interior fabric that I need to press. And then we'll move into the, that other stuff that's happening, which is the blah-de-blah. What is the blah-de-blah, you may ask? I don't even know right now, apparently. Exteriors. Anyway, yeah, I wrapped up last night. It's like, oh, we're in a good spot. Like, I'm almost done cutting up the kato, blah, 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 and the totes and all of these. And then I was just, like, picking stuff up off, like, just reorganizing gently before I went upstairs. And, yeah, I found a whole, like, roll of kato cuts that I hadn't even remembered I had. So I was like, fuck. Of course I did. Anyway. I trimmed them up this morning because Styles had some stuff to do this morning. Let the kids hang out and watch some TV before he came back. Blah, 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 blah. Let us focus in on, like, potty training. All that jazz. Oh. I was like, yeah, this is... Oh, holy shit. There's a lot of snow falling off the deck right now. But just, like, big clumps. Right. No, we are not done interiors. But we're going to do the exteriors, and then I'll go back to the interiors. Because... boring. Although the other interiors that we have to do are all the small box bags, which are that sand, marbly sand thing, and yeah. You want to talk about boring. Okay. But there's, okay, so this is all the interiors complete for the mini traveler slings. So that's good. And then, so the one roll of all the cuts that I worked on today, I basically just trimmed it up, re-rolled it, and then I think what we're going to do is we're just going to roll it across here. Actually, we do typically end up being able to press 2. So let's cut them in half, I guess, and then we'll pop it on the steam press. And we can, like, cut these in 2 as we go here. Do I know where this other one is? No, that's okay. Because, yeah, that'll go on. There we go. Perfect. Oh, it's at the end here. Actually, we can do 3. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it was just like, I gotta get going on, like, steam pressing. There we go. So what I was going to do is just kind of roll it out over top of that. But yeah, we definitely can't do, like, extra layers if I do it that way. So. Oh, these actually might be kato cuts. Never mind. These are kato cuts, but they were, like, lined up on the side of the uncut kato cuts. That's what it was. And I do think we transitioned into tote bag cuts at some point. I can't remember. Does it matter? Not really. They're all, they just all gotta get done. Okay, now let's just double check that bottom one. Okay, no, it did not get pressed correctly, which means that I probably need to crank the heat back up. The steam press does seem to get extremely hot occasionally. So I had it cranked down to wool, although technically this is all cotton. Let's go ahead and press that again because go. Because 3 should be able to be done. Although I think we have run in. Maybe we can just do 2. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out here rapidly. I know 4 is too much for sure. Yeah, but given that we had to press that twice, I may as well just go in and do 2 at a time. Since, like, that'll just work out to the same amount of work. And no guesswork. No. Oh, shit. Okay, well, I can't do that blue anymore because I just sliced through it, of course. Like, suctioned up to the bag. Damn it. Okay, well, next time. I'm not cutting more fabric right now because the whole point of this was that it was all fabric that I already had on hand. Using up the bin fabric, using up the bin fabric. I don't need to be humming Disney songs. That's our lullaby too. It's just like what pops into my head because it's just like da 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 da. Brain off and go. I started Feathers So Vicious and can see the plot twist from a mile away as far as I can tell. I haven't read any of the summary or anything, but just the way it's starting, I'm like, oh yeah. Oh well, that's okay. It's also a good turn my brain off and just go sort of thing, which is awesome. I was listening to it before I came on stream. So They aren't very long books, though. It's like there's 2 of them, and I think it's like 20 hours between the 2 of them or something like that. So I'm like, well, there'll definitely be more than 20 hours between now and April that I will need some sort of audiobook, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to just trim all of these up, and then we'll work on those other ones. I actually asked my eldest, I'm like, do you want to come help, like, trim these up? And they were like, no. I'm like, okay, that's fair. Just an offer or a request if you would. But they were watching Super Kitties. It's actually a super cute show from Disney. So can't be too mad about that. I would much prefer to watch Super Kitties, to be honest. So that's a lie. I liked him. I like this. But choosing between like interfacing and watching TV all the way, folks. Okay. I am going to even up just with this bare one down at the bottom here. And then we'll start again with the 3s and see if we can do 3 at a time. I think with that we could. With this setup, without the pressing cloth, we probably could do 4 at a time. So we'll start here and go from there. Yeah, that polar bear definitely got pressed on there well. Yeah, it's not loose at all. Sweet. So let's try 1, 2, 3, 4. Lots and lots of steam for these things. So and then a chill moment just to kind of set on a flat surface, and then we take it off to cool. And yes, I do normally have the steam press on a cart, but honestly today having it on the cutting table is the better option for me personally. And yeah, it's on the cart. Or it's on the cutting table. And then I can, well, and the other thing is then all of these can go on the cart to cool basically. Because now, once all these are like cut, we're going to need to go in and do canvas and pockets, which I keep forgetting about. I keep forgetting about the pockets. And I know, Wendy, if you're watching this later, I know I'm not really panicking, just overwhelmed. Okay, the 4th one does not get pressed. Okay, so this has to just go. It's like it is mostly pressed, but not. It could be better. That's fine. So 3 it is. 3 layers, 3 layers, 3 layers. Go. Let it chill there for a couple minutes. Oh, 30 seconds. All right, so now with these ones, which are larger, we'll pop them in this way still, and then we put it in the back, because I have found that pulling it from the back to the front is just easier for like making sure everything's aligned correctly or nicely. Also means that if there's any issues, they get pressed out, basically. There we go. Down like this. And yes, my sole plate is absolutely disgusting and 100% could use a clean as well. Whenever the steam press gets its next rest, so that's what we'll do. Stop humming. Stop humming. At least stop humming copyrighted songs. That's the key. Okay. Next round. Thing about this too is like trimming everything down right now is like it all still needs to be trimmed down, so I may as well be doing it while we're actually pressing everything. So we can do this either direction as well. That also works. Actually, it's a good point too that we'll need. I was like, oh, we'll just like leave all those small box bag handles together. Nice way to like do up a roll afterwards, but no, we will trim them down as well. But that's okay. That can again, it can happen while we're like in the in-betweens here. Okay, and there's a good pairing there as well. So like, I don't want to put a cotton linen blend on top of a cotton blend or cotton fabric because it will not press as well because obviously the cotton linen blend is heavier, blah, 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 blah. So being able to pop to a cotton over top of that cotton linen is way, way better. Okay, that's a little bit too long maybe. No, that needs to be redone. All right, there we go. That's better. Okay, so this one just needs a quick press, not a long press. 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Okay, and then let's repress this side as well. 1, 2, 3. That's a little bit better. What I should probably do is just take the seam ripper in there and like put another piece of interfacing. No, there we go. I can just massage it out. Massage it out. Basically, sometimes again, the press gets a little bit too hot. Apparently, that was one of those situations. 5. There we go. Shows me it's time to just be doing 5-second presses. So we'll finish up this pile and then we'll press this whole pile and then we'll go in and trim everything else up. Or something. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm talking out my butt. Bullshitting. Maybe I should put the cotton linen on top. Okay. So, 2 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squish it in, squish it in. Hi, cat. Stay away from the iron. Now you're thinking about it. Good. Okay. Nice thing about, yeah, so see, this is where the whole like prepping it as we have and then putting it under the press. So like tacking it down on the interfacing before we cut anything instead of cutting the interfacing around the pieces. This is where it saves time, is now I'm not like juggling that piece of like interfacing against the fabric. Probably press that too. Oh no, we're down to wool setting, so we're good now. Down to wool setting, so we can don't have to worry about the timing as much. It does sound like I need to put some more water in for steam. Okay. This is. Oop. All right. Well, we'll go with some of the smaller pieces again, because why not? Oops. Ugh, I always tend to overfill it. Well, or not like, or fill it too fast, I guess might be the best description. Leave it some time, Katie. Patience! Patience is not my strong suit. And you may be wondering why I'm in a creative field then. Well, it kind of chose me. Sorry, apparently today is the day of like radio silence. I do think I mentioned that I was going to listen to a book while I did this, and I might actually swap back to that. turning around. So we're throwing all of our exterior fabrics under the steam press. I have already gotten the mini traveler sling pockets ready to go. So right now we're working on Kato and tote bag cuts. If you missed it earlier, I found after I completed the stream last night, I was like tidying up and found a roll of exteriors that I completely forgot about. So we have more on the docket than I remember. Not like we didn't already have enough to go, but yeah. It's like, really? It was like a whole, it was the roll of like Kato cuts with it's what I'm working on right now. Basically the Kato cuts that had the like half cuts already done and like lined against it sort of thing. So I was just like, okay, right. These guys. And I was like, when I was cutting them, I'm like, well, I'll just cut them in strips and then we can throw them under the press. But then I remembered that we are usually pretty successful in getting at least 2 layers done at a time. So we're trimming them down. Nowhere near as exciting as having like a roll of just all these exteriors ready, but more efficient. Why I didn't think to just line up damn it. Why did I just think to line up like the 2 long rolls? Oh well. Oh well. Kiddos are upstairs. They decorate a sign for signs for Dallas's race tomorrow, which is exciting. It's actually at the eldest's prompting. They wanted to. Last night when we were picking them up, they're like, I want to hold up a sign at Daddy's race this weekend. And it's like, okay. So Dallas had some stuff to do today, so it's like, okay, pick up some poster board while you're out. And then they can decorate them tomorrow with you, because I have work to do. So, and if you're up to it, decorate me one and I'll hold one too. So. And if you're asking, are these the rest of the Kato? No, because we still have that whole stack that we were prepping last night too. Yay, that is a thumbs up. Who's got so much work to do? I got so much. This person's got so much work to do. Flynn's over here discontent because I've taken away a lot of his fabric piles to continue working on them. Such a hard done by cat. We all know it. Oh, I did also finally get a new... my brother-in-law has a laser cutter. And hopefully, what we're hoping, or what I'm hoping anyway, is that he can take some of my leather and make new logos for me without me having to go get another branding iron. If I have to, I will. If I don't have to, amazing. Also, the fact that like the laser cutter would be able to actually cut out or in theory should be able to cut out the labels is also a plus. Because I don't mind branding the iron. It's the cutting out afterwards that's like, oh god. Is there a way I can outsource this without it also costing me an arm and a leg? Because it's like I can provide the leather. I've got a whole side right now that we're not going to use for straps or anything like that because it's too light. But it's 100% very good for logos. Hello, Wendy. It's looking good. Ish. I discovered a whole new another pile of like cuts after I finished last night. So that was fun. I was like, really? I totally forgot about them. But, okay. I think we're good. We're cranking along here. And this is where we're saving. So even though it took longer to actually cut the interfacing, this is where we're saving all that time. Because do you remember how I was like, I always had to come to like fuck around with everything and like line it up? Now we can just trim and throw under. There are a few pieces that fell off, but realistically it's like half a dozen out of 500, 600 pieces. So yeah, we'll take it. I'll take it. I think this is a good improvement to have made. And if you're like, Katie, don't you need to clean your sole plate? Yeah, I do. This poor steam press is also going to need a clean in whatever down season we have this year, if we have a down season. Good God. That sounds like a complaint. It kind of is, but it's not like an insane complaint. Okay, so this is the next round that we'll do. And if it lines up proper, what we should be able to do is just kind of stack them on each other in some way. We already have all the mini traveler slings. The pocket interfacing is done. And so we're down to the rolls and the small box bag stuff. The small box bag linings are going to be tedious. I know. It's just a little stressful, that's for sure. But today's a new day. Or something. We're definitely not going to be ready to start sewing next week. That was the goal. I don't see it happening because it's like the amount that I still have to prep to even sit down at the sewing machine for anything right now. Yeah. Maybe if I pushed on the mini traveler slings, but whatever. Yeah. It's okay. Okay, make sure that that's loose so that we don't create a crease. But we're quite a bit, like we're, yeah, reiterating, like, just, yeah, there's a lot done already, realistically. I don't know if she will. Who knows? Who knows what I'm going to leave behind where I'll be like, what the fuck was I thinking? Sure there'll be something. Sure there'll be something. But hey, one step forward at a time. Now, it snowed again last night, so poor Dallas is gonna have to run in the like snow and the cold. I think it's supposed to be like -6 tomorrow for this race. And the custodians, service people for the like schools and stuff like that are on strike right now. And so the school isn't even going to be open to go into for like warm washrooms or like the after events or anything like that. So it's like, okay, bundle up really well tomorrow because we won't have access to the indoors. And I guess actually the other thing will be to make sure that have had like kiddos to the washroom and stuff like that beforehand. So yeah, chilly. And it's still snowing outside right now. And it's like, I hope it also lets up because we're supposed to have people over tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, I don't want the roads to be crappy. So, damn it. Oh, sweet. These tote bag cuts actually fit in just like by themselves. Excellent. So we'll only have to like press it once instead of doing the flip, which is awesome. At least these ones, not the ones that are still together. I don't think we have very many that are still together. I think that was mostly Kato. Who knows? I say that now. Look at me like discover. There is probably a whole swath of them that haven't been trimmed, isn't there? Actually, I know there is, but that's okay. That's okay, I think. Okay, so we'll start up here, and then while we're pressing the ones that are currently sitting on the chair, we'll trim down these rolls that I have sitting here as well. I am wondering sometimes if a like tailor's clapper, if that would be a good investment or not. But I feel like it's like, because I'm not opening up seams and stuff like that, it's not like going to be super useful. Don't know. All right. Well, yes, that is me waiting for that to fall off the top of the steam press. Why would you ask? Actually, what am I doing? I may as well be cutting these down while these are pressing too. Okay, and then I think the rest of it is already trimmed and ready to go. Actually, that camera is at a good angle where you can actually mostly see what I'm even doing on the steam press. Because that's been one of the hard things to figure out for a while, is how do you view the steam press? And I know we mentioned that I should be doing webbing while we're like doing all of this, but no. I was like, that's a lot of mental gymnastics right now. What I'm going to do, I think, is we'll do the canvas, and as we're like determining canvas for all of these, I will then I'll put them into their piles and we'll figure it out then. Although I guess I could be putting them into their piles now. I'm committed to what we're doing. One step at a time right now. Yeah. It's like, why would I stay on there? You want to press me with heat and water? Ah. Well, apparently we're getting all of the little florally puffs. Cool. That'll be good. Those are good fabrics. They're cute. They're good for all these spring things going on. And although how springy it's going to be, I don't know. Yeah, it would look pretty tiny, I guess. It's like, it's a 21 inch. I did see that there's actually a 36 inch available. So it's like, that might be the one to like, now that I know how useful it is, it's like, maybe that's the one I invest in next time, because 36 inches would get us a lot of fabric under its plate. So I guess it depends. That does depend though on like how far, like it's 36 inches wide. So I guess the other part of this is how deep it is, because that's actually the more restrictive part on this one right now, is how deep it is. Whew, I'm getting hungry. Didn't exactly have the most for lunch, so maybe I'll grab a snack in a couple minutes. It does look like I should probably move the microphone up here a little bit. So one moment. A little bit far from my face, apparently. Ooh, we definitely need to get these sakura done for Hanami. Yeah, I think that's what we'll also do. Is it's like, okay, so we're going to cut everything, and then we are going to go in and do a little bit of a priority sort for like Hanami versus like Dawson and stuff like that, and even Odafest. Gentle reminder that steam is hot. Guess it doesn't stick around on your skin very long, but still. Snap. So many Kanto bags to sew, my God. We're going to be well prepared for this year, I think. I hope. I'm still baffled that we went through like almost 3 full rolls of interfacing in like less than a year, because we did like, I tucked away the rest of that really light infusible interfacing, but I still do have it. It's like, oh boy, like, but not much of it. There might be like a quarter to a third of a roll left, third of the roll max for sure. So, and I'm keeping it because I was like, this might actually be better interfacing for the card pockets, to be honest. And if you're like, Katie, what card pockets? Wallet card pockets. Bookmark stock is pretty good right now. Wristlet stock is also good. It's all the other stuff that we need to do, like the notions, pouches, and needle stashers and things like that. So that'll be something to work on soonish. We do have that cart of like fabric that we had that we pulled the cake cozies from, so I should just pull it back out and like take a layer off the top. Just a little trim of the pile, you know. Ugh. Really? Ugh. Sneeze denied. Worst feeling. One of the worst feelings. Okay. There's one roll of those ready to go. Let's get this next. Oh, this is all tote cut. So let's do the other Kato roll, and then I'll do the other tote cuts, and then we will move on after that. Oh God, I'm gonna like take over. Maybe taller than the steam press probably. So let's shuffle these. Then over here. There's a lot of tote bag cuts still to do, so right there's good. Boom. That looks too big. Why does that look too big? Because it is a little bit too large, but that's okay. This is all, oh, that's because it's like falling off. Okay, I was like, this is all crooked, what the hell? That's because it's not tacked down correctly. Yay. You shouldn't actually take that much concentration, but for whatever reason today, it's just like, all right, head down, silence. Beep, 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 beep. I need to figure out what I do for a like replacement cover for the like for the ironing pad for this, because the options that I have are not good. So I'm just like, or that are like, at least the options that are easily accessible to me are not the best options. I'm just like, damn it. I just need a replacement, like, cover. I think probably if I were to just get, well, most, like, of the ironing board covers are adjustable, right? So, time to refill the water, maybe? Maybe? Didn't I just fill it? Filled it on stream. Oh, nope, it's dry. Yay, da 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 da. do that, and then we'll continue pressing these guys. Okay, so there's the kato pile. And there's another tote bag pile. Or I can't remember if that's a tote, if those are tote cuts or if those kato cuts that are on the smaller side. Oh. Good Lord. The spam. Spam on Twitch. It's like the only comments I get on Twitch is from bots being like, buy your viewers. And it's like, no. We are not buying viewers. F off. Alright. 4-liter jug of distilled water. Toasted. All done. Okay, that's done. Yeah, I don't think it's going to stop snowing today. I think there's going to be a good coat of snow on the ground tomorrow. It's still going. But I'm a bit like, okay, it can stop anytime now. A, for Dallas's race. B, for people coming out tomorrow. And C, because I'm supposed to run outside on Monday because I've got a freaking long run. Yay. Although, one thing that Calgary does do is they do clear their paths really fast. So that's nice. Because it's like, I think it ends up falling under like a transit budget because there's a lot of people who still actually bike to work even in the wintertime, which kudos to them. I personally would not do it. I'm, like I said, I've said this before and I will stick by it. I am such a fair weather outdoor person that it's not even funny. Unless I'm on vacation and it's like, yes, we got it, or on like a trip sort of thing. Zoom. Doop, doop, zoom. Doop, doop, zoom. Ooh, that's a good idea, actually. Actually, thank you, because I actually have a sheet right now that would work for that. Like, obviously been cleaned and everything like that, but yeah, I could just actually do that, because it's not like we have to protect the iron from its job. Yeah, and then I even, like, I could just pull the string even from this one and reuse it in some way, like, to make my life even easier. All right, we've got all these kato cuts done. That is something that I will concern myself with after this. Maybe not quite down season, but definitely, like, in between shows. In May. That's when we'll concern ourselves with that. And yeah, I'll go in and clean the sole plate and everything like that. Yeah, okay, yeah, so if I, like, it, I can donate the flat sheet to our SPCA, which is what I'm going to do. But I can't donate the fitted sheet, so I might as well use the fitted sheet. And we can make ironing board covers. With the one that's, it's just easy to, like, replace. I've only ever bought them. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. But this one is not as nice as my one previously, and I'm like, damn it. It's, like, thinner. So apparently I should just go back to making them. Or not go back to that, but actually make it. That's a little bit too much interfacing on the top here to leave, because that'll stick to the bottom. Okay, these are kato cuts as well. All right. Cool. Is it bad that I'm, like, ready for a nap? It's like, man, I could use a nap. Not gonna go for one, but I could use it. Actually, maybe I counted the new kato. I wonder if I did. Oh no, I counted the ones that didn't have a lining, so that we would only have to count, like, cut a certain amount of lining. I'm just like, what I'm wondering is if I counted which ones needed pockets. Although at the same time, it would be pretty easy to, like, reverse engineer how many need pockets, probably. Like, there's not a lot of pocket fabric selection right now. It's basically, do you want blue or blue? So as long as I know my numbers, we can do it. Bunnies. Bunnies. Bunny, 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 buns. popcorn cats on black, black, black. Sweet. Yeah, those are two very solid decisions. Although I think the ones that you guys chose are really good. So, in my 100% biased opinion, the bunnies you chose are very good. Although those gold, yeah, like the mustard gold with the white Shibas. Oh, that's such a good fabric too. Especially with that texture and stuff on it. I will remember to email back and confirm everything, and then we'll I will move into those ones after Dawson. Just as a heads up. I know you know that they're going to be a little bit, so I appreciate your patience. So they should be ready, realistically, if I sit down and sew them, I can have them done like in that first couple weeks. Actually, no, never mind. I was going to say the first couple weeks, but Dallas is home. And I probably should, like for vacation, actual proper vacation. That's that staycation week. So maybe, I'm not going to take the whole time off, but those will be the first top priority. They're top priority as soon as I get back at the sewing machine. Actually, if I have them in this round, then I'll make sure that they get... Actually, I do have them in this round. So, I'll still make sure that they get done. Because I can always make them for other people later. Oh, good. I'm glad. Not like... Yeah, not exactly the same. Well, okay. The colorways make them obviously look very different, which is cool. And, like, it still boggles my mind occasionally when it's like, man... Those are the same prints, but different like colorways make different things pop so much. Twinning adjacent. Come on. Okay, sweet. That's good to know too. But I do have them here, so if they get on the machine, they get on the machine. And then yeah, they'll definitely, like I said, be top priority post Dawson if they aren't done by then. Pandas, 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 pandas. I don't know why I was all snippy snip instead of just whooping whooping. Why am I cutting them on this side too and not like over here? Duh. Where my like right hand in is in. Rather than like having to twist with every cut. Dum 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 dum. Sounds like we're, yep, out of water again already. I know that there wasn't a full thing, but Jesus, it should be a little bit better than that. Don't touch the iron plate. Don't touch the actual soul plate. That would hurt. That would hurt. Oh, what am I doing? I literally just said that. And there's no water in there. Sure. Let's refill it. Now, as long as I'm actually able to open this cap, we'll be good. Ooh, it's like really full. Okay. For like few months, the milk bottle caps were tightened because we like the full liter jugs were like of milk were super just like, actually I went in with steak knives for a while and would like trim the little plastic bits and then they'd still be really rough to get open. This isn't a disaster at all. Yeah, she emailed, I think, right as we got hand, foot, and mouth. So that was fun. So, like, I wasn't even down in the studio to even really look at fabric or anything like that, unfortunately. Good news, though, is that now all my Touch ID things now re-recognize my index finger. So that's awesome because it didn't recognize it for about 3 weeks recently because of because the blister and peel had basically taken away, like, I guess disrupted my fingerprint might be the best description of it. I was like, oh no. better not be permanent because that would be super annoying. I know I could reset my like reset my fingerprint, but that's annoying. Okay, good. Yeah, I did email her like towards the end of that and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Sorry for me. Sorry to her. Sucked all around. It's like, God damn. Of course. But like I said, I also didn't know, like, it's super contagious. I didn't know how contagious it was. I didn't want to be down in the studio working with fabrics and have that, like, contagion on it. Because it was, like, one of those situations where we washed sheets multiple times and, like, all the stuffies had to go for a wash. And, ugh, disgusting. At least we didn't have, like, a Velveteen Rabbit situation where we had to, like, burn the rabbit. Yeah. That story traumatized me as a child so badly. I hated it. And it was like the illustrations of the version we had were so pretty. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, no. I deny this. This sucks. Corner needs to go down, but I'm not putting my finger into there. Get out of there. There. Use my scissors as a stiletto. Yay! Because why not? Multi-purpose. Multi-purpose. Oh, swing shifts. Gross. Does she work then like days and then does that like 24-hour flip to nights? Or that's what they used to do to Dallas. It was like 4 days when he was at the gas plant down here. It was like 4 days on days and then 5 on nights, and you get like a day. So 4 days on and then a day swap and then like 5 nights or something like that. Or opposite, nights and then days. Honest to God, I think that's like the worst. Set of shifts. If it's anything like that. Yeah, fair enough. I'll be quiet. Shh. Don't spoil the surprise. You don't spoil the surprise either, Flynn. Don't tell anyone. Oh, look at those big paws. Oh, look at those big paws. Your paws are so big. Probably looks like a normal sized cat up there, but his like paws are massive. Oh, scoochie, 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 scoochie. Oh, scoochies. Are you all itchy and gross right now? Need to get you your next pest treatment. Okay. You are doing better than you were, I think. But at least the wound on his head isn't consistently open. So I'm going to count that as improved. Okay. Ugh. Totes, 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 totes for goats. Tote-loons. Don't put a loon in a tote, tote, tote. You can put your loonies in it, though. Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to, like... Where's the bottom of the tote bag pile? What the fuck? Where did it go? There it is. Okay, because that then is the next round of Kato. Right? Yeah, that's the next round of Kato. And then we've got all of the madness back here that is also, aka, formerly known as the small box bag pile. Nope, there's more Kato here. God damn it. Why? Why? They just keep going. Holy shit. No. I think, is that all? Okay. Fuck me. Not in a good way either. God damn. Okay, there's the lining. Bottom, somewhere in there. There it is. Oh, God. That's heavy. Okay, it's better once it's actually up. It's the, like, fight against gravity to pick it up originally that is gross. Okay. Then here is the whole stack of, so that is one like benefit and drawback to having the wireless mic is that you get to come along with me on all these painful side missions. And before you couldn't hear me. Now you get to deal with me the whole time. All right. I don't know what that was. Apparently an actual frog in my throat. I think Kato blessed. Sure. God. So many Kato. It was just like, I thought that, so the pile that was over there must have been the stuff that we ended up finishing prep on last night. And I'd forgotten about again because I thought, whatever. Fuck. We are Kato blessed. Sure. Or Kato something. Kato crazy. But they keep selling too, so it's like, okay. We'll keep making them. Just keep making, just keep making, just keep making. Kato. Hi, cat. Oh, yeah, you're stretchy. Hi, buddy. Hello. Alright. So these are the pieces that did not settle onto the fabric, onto the interfacing well. So they need a little bit of shimmy shake. Not a shake, just a shimmy. And they go underneath. Currently 3 o'clock. So dinner's probably around 5:30-ish. Dawson will let me know when, but... Oh, come on. They can... Jesus. Yeah, she did say that she had been working a lot, so I was like, ugh. I was never in much of a rush either, so it's like... Get in touch when you can. Because obviously, I know exactly how it goes. Ugh. It's like... nice because Dallas doesn't actually end up having to work a lot of, well, okay, basically he gets in lieu of for overtime now, which our paychecks hate, but it doesn't actually end up being anywhere near as much extra time as before. And the other awesome part of it is that a lot of that time is actually at home, or he's at least at home in the evenings now, so it's like, okay. Still sucks. But it sucks less than him being like up at work for 3 weeks. After our youngest was born, he had turnaround start, and it's like, that's when you go make your big bucks. And yeah, basically we had the second, he was home for 2.5 weeks, and then he went up and did 3 weeks. It's like, here, you want a solo parent, 2 children under 1? Go for it. He had another coworker who did the exact same thing to his wife. I think theirs was like 5 weeks old or something like that. But it was like their 3rd or 4th as well. So she was just like, yeah. Dude, what are you doing? But if you don't take it when it comes up either, you don't get it. So... And they'd already pushed that work out by a year because the previous year obviously was COVID, 2020. I guess not obviously, but the previous year was COVID year. And they canceled the work because they didn't want to bring that many extra people onto site, which I am very glad they didn't. And it was like they had to do it, but it could wait that little bit extra time, thankfully. Basically, turnaround is when you like shut down the whole plant and they do like all the major maintenance. So yeah. Actually, I think the biggest benefit to this one now is not the money. Is he doesn't have to work any nights anymore, so it's all day, so we don't have to do any shift. Although it is kind of sad because it's like going up into Japan, we'd like try to, if it worked, it was amazing. You could do the whole like time shift. Basically, we'd fly out on after one of his night shifts, and then you didn't have to worry about like jet lag as much. And I would do the shift when I'm at home, and I didn't have to worry about jet lag. That obviously wouldn't work as well right now with the kids anyway, in school and all of that, but we'll just have to be a pack of jet-lagged foreigners. Surprise! Oh yeah, I was gonna look up to see if Hirakashi had a playground close to the hotel or not. There's a bunch of like rivers fronts that we can run around on at least, which should also be good. But like sometimes it's just like playgrounds are hard to beat for the kids. Can't be beat, maybe might be the best description. Struggling. Poke it off, poke it off, poke it off. Oh boy, okay, yeah, I need a snack. So let's press this one and then I will go grab a snack. Nothing intense. But just something. it off. There we go. Okay. Be back in like 3 minutes. It's not gonna take very long. I'm gonna go chug a yogurt drink because that'll be delicious. we go. Okay, I don't know why I didn't pop the mic out of its container before I like unmuted the mic. Oy, oy, oy. Anyways, a couple extra minutes because I was like, wait, the yogurt's not going to cut it. I need something like crunchy, and I didn't want to like be crunching on camera because personally, I've ranted about this before. It drives me nuts. So I took the time to eat my crunchy snacks and then came back on. Saving sets of eardrums the world round, I'm sure. All right, but I did continue working because they were dry snacks. So it was like snap peas and some nacho chips because healthy and then chips for balance. They're tortilla chips. That's not bad. That's not quite as bad, I don't think. Bad. I really don't care. Actually, when we were at Costco the other day, there was a sriracha Dorito, and it was fucking amazing. It was like, everyone always talks about like that umami flavor, and that's exactly it. Because I was expecting them to be like spicy. They were not. They were actually like extremely pleasant. Because it was like, there was definitely a spice kick, but they were like mostly flavor forward instead of being like, we are going to burn out the inside of your mouth and your esophagus, and you will have fiery poops for the next 2 weeks. Spice. Which I'm sure we have all encountered at some point in our life. But yeah, it was not at that level. It was a very pleasant, it was like, yes, there is sriracha on here, and like, but it's mostly the flavor, not the actual kick of it. Even the kids like them, and they're like, they have not a bad spice tolerance, but like their spice tolerance is not amazing either. They haven't hit the point where they're able to start kind of pushing their limits on it yet, because we've tried. They are still at the point of like mixing up flavor and spice. It's like, oh my God. They're like, this is too spicy. And it's like, no, it just has a lot of flavor. Can't think of an like example of it right now, but it's like, it's not spicy, it's flavor. Oh, wow. They're not the kind of kids though who think that ketchup is spicy. So that's good. Oh, right. I still need to trim down those handles. Shit. Yeah, we'll do that while I'm pressing the kato because apparently, well, I guess, yeah, there's like 112 kato as well. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Look at what we get to do over the next few weeks. It's exciting. It is exciting. Prepare the coffee. So much coffee. I wonder if no, never mind. I'm like, I should set up a little coffee station down here. But A, there is extremely little room for that down here. And B, the walking upstairs to actually get my coffee is a good chunk of like the neat movement for the day, which is like your base movement for the day. So when I'm sitting at a sewing machine and that's all I'm doing outside of my run training, going upstairs to make my coffee gives me also that physical like stand up and move and mental break. So, right, because I think I've chatted about that before, and then I was like, no, I better not. Because I've also thought about adding a little mini fridge down here for kind of the same idea, but actually I don't want a mini fridge down here anyway, because I don't like super cold drinks. Although it would be nice with a like iced coffee. No. Which which is something that I'll be making more this summer because, well, last summer I could not get our grinder to work. So Dallas finally pulled it apart, and it turned out that there was just like a one bean strategically placed, and it just could not grind. It has happened since, and so I have actually taken it apart. Actually, it hasn't happened very recently. It happened like 3 to 4 months ago because we've gone back to full French press. But anyway, the cold iced coffee one, you just grind the beans and then you put them in like a, basically it's just a carafe with a filter in it. Which I don't know why I'm telling an Aussie that. You guys probably are the ones who invented it, even though it's a Japanese brewer. Anyway. I didn't have iced coffee last summer because I couldn't fucking figure it out. And then now I have my grinder back because we've swapped also to the French press because I think we're going to get... We had a decent espresso machine, but I found this out after 3 years. Is apparently it had always brewed fairly bitter coffee for Dallas. I'm like, okay. This would have been good to know beforehand. And like I'm not actually using the latte function that much. So it's like, yeah, it's a giant brick on the counter. So, and now that we've been like, and granted, when the kids were younger, it was better because the coffee itself was actually far cooler. Now that the kids are older, boiling water and drinking a hot coffee is not as big a deal. Because like, yeah. Still can be a bit, but like they're less likely to like bump into us and stuff like that while we're drinking our coffees. So that's at least the story I'm sticking to. Anyway, I think it's probably time to just... We definitely got our use out of the other coffee machine, but we don't use it enough. And if I really want to make lattes at home, what I'll do is I'll get one of those little like milk frother ones and try that. Although our coffee shop in town has the best latte that I've had outside of a tiny little coffee shop on Miyajima Island in Japan. Because of course, where else would the best coffee I've ever had in my fucking life be? Also, and the problem with that one is it's like, it's not like it's like in Kyoto or Osaka where I am regularly. I only really go down to Miyajima when I have people that I'm going to show around in Japan. And I'm like, God damn. Of course. They also like, at least it seems, so when we were there in May, blah, 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 blah. Back it up. Beep, beep. When I'd been there previously, they had like the best cream buns on top of the best latte. So like a latte, cream bun combo. Delicious, amazing, fucking fantastic. Daydream about those cream buns all the time. But when I went with Caroline in May last year, oh God, no, 2 years ago now almost. Jesus, that was 23. They no longer had the cream buns. They did have the best ice cream. So I guess winners are winners. They still had the amazing coffee though, so that was awesome. And then we both had like amazing ice cream, and given the start that we had to that day, I'm extremely glad that they still had fucking good ice cream. So yeah, because we're not gonna do Hiroshima and Miyajima with the kids because it does not make sense, because like they will not understand the cultural impact of it. Miyajima is really cool, but like it is better to do it when you're able to do kind of both the city and the shrine. Now even with Caroline, we didn't actually end up at like the Peace Dome or the museum or anything like that. We just did Miyajima, which actually worked out for the better. But yeah, we won't go down there until the kids are actually like cognizant of kind of like what impact it had. I think my like dream thing to do there though is to actually like stay on Miyajima, the island. So why like Miyajima is like so cool is because it's that one that has the Torii Gate in the ocean. So the sea gate, and that's why I love going there. So my dream is to like stay the night on Miyajima and then be able to go out and see it at night, actually, because I think that'd be really fucking cool. Hi. Hello. That is actually funny. I didn't realize that Starbucks didn't actually do well there. I thought that like they would have, but I could see it. I definitely have reduced the amount of Starbucks we've drank in the last while. Although when we do go to Japan, they do like specialty drinks, that first like specialty seasonal drinks, and they're still like consistent. That is the one thing I will say about Starbucks is typically they are pretty consistent. Tim's has gotten better though recently too, so honestly for the price difference, Tim's is like a third to a quarter of the price. But yeah, I'm excited to come to Australia just for like the coffee culture. Actually, Australia was on my list as a kid too, so it's like, yes, eventually. It'll happen eventually, right? Great. We are out of water again already. Good God. How much are we pressing again? I guess. No, we've definitely got like, so we've stuck with that Cafe William coffee that we found at Costco, which is by a Quebec roaster. And they're all about the sustainability things, which is cool. And of course, I'm trusting their information about as far as I can throw it because you never know. But their whole like thing is that their beans get transported from Colombia to up the St. Lawrence via sailboat, which is kind of cool. I'm just hoping that like they are able to maintain their supply. Because that would kind of suck to like find one and then be like, nope, no more. I found out that Kicking Horse, which used to be one of the really good breweries in Canada as well, not breweries, roasteries, is now apparently owned by a Brazilian company as well. So it's like, okay, that's weird, but all right. Yes, Sydney. Dallas eventually he's been to Perth. He wants to come back to Perth or go back to Perth. I've always wanted to go to Sydney. Yeah. I was like, can we do them both at the same time? And he laughed. He's like, no, that's like, because I was like, well, what if we were to like do 2 weeks basically, like do Sydney for like a bit and then do Perth as well, because it's like then you fly across the country sort of thing. I understand that's like saying that, well, I'm just going to go from Vancouver to Toronto tomorrow. It's not happening. But hell, that's hard even for like, it's like, it is like Japan too. It's like, well, everything's so close. And it's like, no, because it's still like a 2.5-hour train ride between the Kyoto and Osaka on one of the fastest trains in the world. So it's not that small. It's just not very wide. It's very, very long. Also, Sydney Marathon has one of the most brutal elevation changes. They're all pretty similar, but Sydney's is like they go up, down, and then have a little bit of undulation, not a big deal. But then you have like a pretty good climb right at the end. Like, whoa. Not that this concerns me because I'm not running them, but compared to a lot of the other ones, it's like, oh, gross. Because everyone's always like, well, Boston's a downhill marathon. But then you actually look at the profile of Boston, it's like overall you lose elevation, but you do this wave through the whole thing. All right, I'll take your word for it. I know there's no biased opinion there at all, although Queensland would be on the list too, so. I really, yeah. Travel goals. We need a sugar daddy, I think. Everywhere else is boring. Okay. I know, but Dallas always talks about like Rottenest Island and stuff like that. I think that's the main thing, so. What's that? Or is that New Zealand? And if I fuck that up, I am sorry. I just know, I thought he talks about it in conjunction with Perth. So. Sorry, there's a lot of like texts going on right now, and I'm just double checking that there's nothing important. What I was going to pull up while we're doing all this like tedious work, humdrum, was the embroidery floss foldery thing that the pattern I was looking at. Okay. We figured this out. I don't need to keep any of those. I have so many smutty books like queued up in my tabs right now. Oh god damn, I don't have it anymore. What? Okay. What's it? Floss book. Ah, I lost it. Floss book sewing pattern. Is that? No, that's not it. It was like an actual website that had it. I don't think that's it. Did I not actually favorite it on Etsy? Katie. That was dumb. Dum da dum dum dum. Dum dum dum. Dum dum dum. Oh, there it is. Oh no, I just lost it. It disappeared. Is that it? Stitch and Go. Okay, that's why I couldn't find it, is because I was like, Floss and Go? Nope. Stitch and Go. Close, but not quite. Anyway, it's cute because it's got like a little needle holder. It's got space for a small hoop. It's got the like floss pockets, which was what I really wanted to have. And then it closes with like elastic and a button. So that's what I was chatting about when I was chatting about the whole branded button thing yesterday, because I was like, although I hate hand sewing on buttons, being able to do a branded button would be perfect, because that is like sometimes one of the holdups on like producing new products is like, how am I branding it? Now obviously some of them I've just given up. Like there's no way I can brand the bookmarks as they are right now, although I am 100% also a proponent of like, make sure everything you make, or at least the majority of what you make, is branded so that people know where the fuck to buy your stuff at later. Marketing opportunities lost. But yeah, the bookmarks are a little bit too small for like my current. I need like a little tiny sewing thing. Anyway, that's what the case is good. Looks like. It's super cute. So on this side here, there's like a little vinyl pocket, a needle holder thing, a slip pocket, and I was thinking about I'll make sure that there's also space for like needle minders, especially on that little like needle holder portion, and then the like floss side as well. And it looks like it's got like 16 to 20 floss pockets, so that's pretty good. I know some of these projects need even larger amounts, but I imagine on a tiny hoop, 16 floss colors is overall probably generally, like on average, probably enough. I hope. Anyway, it's super cute. does point out that I might want to get some less generic interiors. So, or at least like the paw prints again or something like that in another variation of paw prints for it. So. All right. Holy fuck, we're through the tote bags. Tote bags. There's like one left. We got to do the turtles and then we're done totes. And then I'll grab the Kato cuts and the small box bag handles and we'll trim apart the small box bag handles while we do the Kato bags. And then we'll start figuring, oh no. Oh no! Lies. There's 2 more bags. 2 more tote bags. Just celebrating too early. Anyway, yeah, next step is Kato and cutting apart small box bag handles. So I feel like I should, in theory, be able to get everything pressed and ready to go. If not by dinner, very slightly after dinner. Which is kind of nice. So how long have I been on? Oh, only 2 hours. Oh, sweet. Right, exactly. Yeah, put them in the tote box. Yeah, I could do that actually. That's a good point because we do have that empty tote box. Or mostly empty. Empty enough that it's not going to interfere. Actually, I need to pull down the large box bag. It's still up in the garage because I definitely carried stock in. Or to cam more in it and then totally neglected to bring it back downstairs. Ha ha! Joke's on me. This will still be extra work like that. This is actually doesn't need to live down here. It should go upstairs. Oop. I don't even know what those are yet. Yeah, and then we can go in and do the handle matching later. Holy shit. Did we? Oh no, we already started the Kato things. Ooh, they're still very warm. Warm. Okay, I think the line is the sushi. Yeah. Okay, so that's the tote bags. Should I be dumb and put the Kato? Yeah, that's not that dumb. I'll put the Kato on top of the tote bags because they are very obviously 2 different cuts right now. Oh, at least obviously enough because they're not cut down yet. Bloop. There. I'm going to leave the mini traveler sling fabrics there because that just makes sense right now. Okay. Kato cuts, come here, pretty Kato cuts. Okay, so we're probably about a third to half of the way through the Kato cuts already anyway, because I did already press a lot of these earlier today, obviously because I just put them in the bin. Duh. I'm like telling you something that's pretty obvious right now. Anyway, and then, yeah, we need to go in and we'll trim down and press the handles here as well. Now, so they will chill here. Actually, oh God. That was almost disastrous. Okay, so this is the work for while we're pressing these. And honestly, what I'll do is I'll just fold them in half like we were doing the tote bags and press them, because why not? Why not? Oh, I know why not, because there were issues with that last time I did that. Okay, not too heavy fabrics together. A light fabric and a heavy fabric is fine. it. And actually, I'm going to throw these under as well. Because why not? Ugh, this is a mess. All right. Boom. 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 Yep. Good enough. Tote bag handles can just chill right here. Okay. Another. And another. Yay. 2. So this is 4. These handles are a great big mess. Great big mess. Okay, yeah, so rolling up the handles does not work. So next time we will go in and we will, as we're like, we'll do the strip and then we'll trim them down. Because this is annoying. Fishing cats, what are you fishing for? Dragons with the bright red peonies. Gorgeous. Made by Coca. Sushi neko, sushi neko. Boom, 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 boom. Trimming down. 2 pieces? 2 pieces. Okay. This is such a rat's nest of like stuff to untangle. Yay! I could have been a little bit more cautious in my storage of them last night, I guess. But whatever. Live and learn. Blah, blah, blah. All that. Life's lessons. Ooh, the fish did not stick at all, apparently. Okay. Excuse me. Come on. Yeah, well, okay, so this is like cotton linen blend. So let's not double up, it's cotton linen. We'll just put a piece of thinner cotton over top, because then the heat and the steam will penetrate better. Actually, yeah, putting Kato and tote bags in the same bin is a good idea, because now the next step is canvas and webbing. So we'll finalize like numbers for how much we actually end up needing for canvas, I guess. Because like I don't know how many we pre-did last year with packages, so I guess we'll go, actually, so those already have webbing, so we'll match them up, and then that'll give us a good idea of what we're doing next, I guess. Something, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Right now what matters is the fact that we are well through our pressing journey. And I'll be glad to see the backside of the steam press for a little bit. In a little bit. More bunnies. Capybara and onsen. Come on down. Doom, 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 doom. My shears are like just a little bit too small to make that cut in one go. Yes, no. So triangle pouches, they need to have an interior, exterior. They need interfacing as well. And then zippers, twill, and then they sew. Do I top stitch them? I think I top stitch them, but it's like not a big deal. NBD. So yeah, you're right. Those were also on the list, weren't they? Damn it. Although I could be a little bit more demure, a little bit more mindful, and only do like 25 to 30 of them too. Might not be the worst idea. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do for triangle pouches is we'll go in, we'll select like a few, and then just get them done. I am right now super excited to sit down at the sewing machine. I know the prep is integral to everything, but it always feels like a little bit like a waste of time. Which is wild because if I don't do this, we can't make bags. But it's like, Yes, there is a Muppet in my head right now going, in that tone exactly. Not really. Hyperbole. But yeah, you're right. Triangle pouches. The triangle pouch bins are actually also right behind me, so they would be pretty, yeah, very straightforward to get into stock probably. Triangle pouches are funny because it's like the people who get them and love them, and then the people who don't are just like, what? And it's like, it's awesome to be able to like explain a new thing to a person, but it's also funny how many people are just like, oh fuck yeah, I know exactly what this is for and what I would use it for. I think it's like the people who know what they would use it for that get it. Just like, yeah, I got it. Most people are surprised that it's like an actual project bag, but it is large enough for a single cake of sock yarn. And I made sure of that because I was like, well, it's gotta be. But you could use it for like dog treats. You could use it for so many different things, really. Sky's the limit. You were looking very particularly like a Norwegian forest cat today. Yes. Actually, triangle pouches would also be good ones though to have for like Odafest probably, because they'd be very like, yeah, that might be a good idea actually. Good price point. You could use them for like D&D dices or anything like that. Yeah, lace knitters, you can also knit a full like sock out of it. Actually, it's large enough for like a sock cake, 100-gram sock cake. And you can fit like, the needles are a bit tight, but I've fit my needles in there before too, so. I don't know of a lot of lace knitters that like keep their projects in project bags. I don't know why. I have a feeling it's mostly because they're not thinking of like carrying. Feels like a lot of lace projects are like at-home projects for people. So, although what I do like to suggest, and this was from a customer who did this same thing. She ordered a bunch, and then she could color code her different balls of yarn for her fair isle, which was super cool. So like red, blue, pink, etc., etc. So that was super cool to see. So that's why I knit 2 socks at once, because then I don't have to go back and knit another sock. Just like one and done. And then everything matches. I don't have to be like, did I knit 25 rows here or 23 rows? Which doesn't sound like it probably is a lot, but it makes such a big difference. It's ridiculous. Plus hand knit socks are some of the best socks. Warm little toesies. But yeah, they can be tedious if you're knitting them one at a time, to be honest. I currently have like a sport weight sock on the needles, and I haven't touched it because it's like I'm only knitting 1 sock. I'm like, damn it. Not enjoying it. Because I know the kind of work that has to go into it afterwards. Yeah, it's called second sock syndrome. So you knit 1 sock and then you never knit the second one because it's the second sock. And because you've already got the dopamine hit from the first one and the like, yes, I produced something hit from the first one, you don't knit the second one. At that point, honestly, it's probably just worth having a drawer of mismatched socks. That's what I would do at that point. But, in one. And no, you can't really do that on DP. I think there is a special way to do them on DPNs, but DPNs baffle me because whenever I used them previously, I always ended up with a bunch of ladders, so I hated using them. And, it's like, this is like all inflated and puffy. Wild. Yeah, so I was like never too impressed. So what I do is called magic loop, and that helps me like actually be able to knit them both at the same time. Yeah, I have this ailment, second sock syndrome. It's a serious problem amongst knitters. Can't finish a second sock for the life of me. Feels like one of those things that I don't know how many people have seen them, but they were popular a few weeks ago. The reels going around of like people running, and the suspect suggests this trend, even though they don't like running. It would be a good one for that. Suspect likes knitting socks, but never finishes the second one. The other one is Sleeve Island. So you're knitting your sweater and then you get stuck because you don't want to finish the second sleeve. Another one that I typically take care of by doing 2 at a time sleeves, although that is harder actually. Mostly because it's like you got to be really careful about how you pick up your stitches if you're doing a top-down sweater. If you're like knitting it like bottom up and joining, not as big a deal, but I prefer top-down like raglans. Yeah, one and done, pretty much. I miss knitting. It's been like, yeah, definitely on the back burner. I was like, we're doing pretty good. And then I remembered we have the pile of small box bags. The linings. We are doing pretty good. But we do still also, like, both of those are true. The loom. The capital L looming of the bags. Just alternate between whichever foot's the coldest, one sock at a time. Oh, my left foot is cold today. Oh, my right foot is cold today. Oh, neither of them are cold today, so I don't even need socks. Oh, yeah, that's not something we can do up here. It's like, even now with the heaters and everything down here, I'm still like in my nice woolly slippers. And the woolly slippers are in part to like protect my feet from stray pins or stray crap on the floor so I don't step on it and hurt myself. But it's in part because it's so goddamn cold down here sometimes. Well, and when I came down today, the heater under the window said it was only +8 down here. So, ugh. The one by the door, which is like not tucked where I guess like cold air coagulates, condenses, whatever we want to call it. Collects. It said it was like 8, 11, or 12. So still not super warm. I'm still super curious what it's gonna get down to down here when we're like at that -40, when I would have considered bringing down like a hat and stuff like that and like all of the layers to wear. Man. Yeah, we're in that, like, as much as I'm complaining about the snow, we're also in that, like, weird winter to spring shift where you never quite know what the fuck it's going to do every single day. Now, that is, like, not unusual for this area any season, but, like, ugh. I guess you guys are heading into full fall. I need to look up when the like marathon is in Sydney because we're chatting about that and I'm like, when, like, it can't be December because that's like your high summer, so it must be like, for some reason April is tickling my brain because like that would be a good transitional month for everyone. What got missed? Just that. like is actually getting pulled up. It's all toast. It needs a clean and it needs a new cover. Last me through this last round of pressing my machine. You've done a good job. And you'll get some TLC after this, I promise. Before we do the next round of insanity, at least. I'm excited to see what this is going to leave me with for like Mid-City and stuff like that. Because like I said, the big baddie of Dawson Creek is also in like a lot of this prep is in service of Mid-City already as well, even in September. The big baddies, the big shows in my calendar. And then I will actually figure out. Yeah, I'm not using the pressing cloth, right? So like the sole plate is getting stickier. But it's also pressing so much better. So I'm like, okay. The amount that I'll have to clean it occasionally outweighs, or doesn't outweigh the convenience of it just pressing nicely either. So, or pressing well. Is it equipment abuse? Yep. It's a machine. It will survive. And we'll give it a good, like I said, cleaning, TLC, a new cover, etc., etc. In like May or June. Probably May. Late May, I guess. Post-marathon project at this point. Oh, that's ironic. I'm like trimming the small box bag handle for this box, or for this same fabric as the current Kato under here. Okay, that's just fallen off of a piece of interfloat. That is also falling off. Excellent. Fantastic. Yay. That is all sarcastic. Hey, we're almost down to the like individual Kato cuts. That's pretty good. And then we've got a stack of like dual cuts down there. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh God, there's so many more handles. Ah. I'm like, oh, there's not that many on my lap. We must be doing pretty good. No, they're all on the floor right now. Oh, that needs that warbled in the cut. Whew. Whew. Okay. So I'm actually just gonna pop that underneath by itself so that we don't have to worry about it like flitting about. Good. And because it's like the last piece before we go into the individual, whatever, into the ones that are already cut. As well, there we go. That's a good sign that we need to put more water in again. How many times have we filled this reservoir today? I keep complaining about it, so probably the third or fourth time at this point. Good God. Okay. Everything's, again though, it's like even for the amount that we're doing, everything, knock on wood, is going extremely well. So let's just hope it like nice. It's just going smooth. Except for, well, I guess maybe finding that roll of stuff that I forgot about. Maybe wasn't that smooth. But you know, if that is the worst thing that happens this round of production, I will take it. The worst thing. Oh no. I forgot that how much I overcommitted. Oh, these are tote bags. All right. Cool. Oops. Macaron critters. Shit. Okay. To the floor with them for now, because then they're at least out of the way. Because they should be going in that tote bin. But I moved the tote bin out of the way because I was like, well, we'll pop them over here. We're all done. No big deal that they're not right here beside me. We're done with them until we cut canvas and webbing. Woo! Trixie. Trixie tote bags. And that handle 100% just like plopped right off. Excellent. Oh, right. They're not going there. They're going down here. Bye. Nope. Just two. Thank you. Tuxedo cats on this light purpley pink. More pink than purple. It's like not purple, it's not rose, it's not mauve, it's like a mix or lavender. It's like a mix of like everything. It's a really very interesting pink. Maybe actually, I guess the best description of it's probably that it's a cold pink, to be honest, instead of a warm pink. Which, when I think about it, I don't see very often from Japan, because even those hedgies that are on the like dusty rosy pink color are definitely like warm toned. So hot. Okay, next one is a cotton linen blend. Well, there's bunnies and then a cotton linen blend, so we'll combine bunnies and cotton linen blend. Just realized that like a lot of these I don't, so I guess while we're doing webbing, we'll go in and decide, like, we're gonna have to set aside all the bags that need black zippers because I don't have black zipper pulls, at least until I get black zipper pulls. There's not much point in investing the time in cutting out the zippers right now if I'm not able to sew the bag with the zipper. Should have, actually, I'm going to be back at Pecan on Tuesday and I still haven't received an answer from either of those people. So maybe I should just buy some pre-made zippers there. Especially since the tote bags are finger press for, so I don't have to worry about the iron as much with them. No, because I want those new zipper pulls. That was part of the reason for swapping, was so that I could have the like donut zipper pull because it's more accessible. So never mind. We'll just stick with the plan and be annoyed until they get here. Please let that be Monday. Or Tuesday. Tuesday is also acceptable because it's not like I'm really going to be like down here to do anything. Until Tuesday, Wednesday. What? No. No. I wish. I'm excited for some of these bags because I haven't actually had like tote bags in some of these, and like obviously Kato as well. A lot of these fabrics that we're working with right now haven't been in this iteration before. There we go. Whether it be totes or Kato or small box bag even. So that's exciting. There's definitely a lot of new fabrics in the small box bags. There we go. All right, back to the Kato cuts. Almost done, almost done, almost not done. Never mind. No jingles about it yet. Jingles, chants, whatever the fuck we want to call it. Can't sing that until we're almost done, small box bags. Ah. Yeah, I currently have all the fabric also in like bins on the shelves, and I'm just like, I am not feeling this. So I think when we move the shelves out next year, I'll get Dallas to actually build them some doors, because it's like having to pull each individual bin out to see what's in the bin. I know I could write labels on them, but like there's so many different prints that's also, and they move so fast sometimes. That's just like, that's pointless too. So I think the best solution is still to put doors on the shelves, and then like I can just open the door and be able to see the fabric. But it needs to be stored in such a way that I'm not creating the stuff like sun fade, because that will happen here because the sun is really like strong. So. And as much as I say they're not sitting around for very long, they do sit around long enough to get sun fade, so. Boo! Okay. Oh, we're down to mostly down to the big strips. Sweet. That's not good then. Actually, if we don't cut down the Kato drawstrings, we could just do its end cap seams across the whole amount, and then and then trim them down, couldn't we? Wonder if that would work. you down here. Grab the rest of these handles. Ugh. Pants need to come up. In that awkward place where I do actually need new pants and they need to go down a size, but I haven't gone out to buy them yet because I'm just like, ugh. Jean shopping. Although I guess I should, yeah. Guess I need to do it sooner rather than later because I'll need some new pants for shows and stuff like that. And yes, I could patch them, but yeah. It's not like I don't have a bunch of denim to patch them with. But I guess, okay, yeah, I'm still going to patch them. But the thing is that as much as I'm okay with visible mending, for shows and stuff like that, I still prefer having non-patched pants. Because that's where I'm at with it. I totally popped this like row of small box bag handles on top here. Of course. There we go. Because yeah, like the patched jeans are really good for like days like today. I'm in the studio. You can't see that I patched my jeans. I don't know what that is, but you know. I'm trying to figure out how exactly I'm going to do these. Actually, what I should do is just pop this handle set over here. And it's off of and then this handle set can go here and we'll cut it down and then we'll deal with the next one. That's how we'll do this, I guess. Should make some more grime guards too, especially if I'm going to lean into these like floss bags. I should actually make some grime guards. I do have them, but I rarely have the space to put them out, so it's like, but I'll figure it out. Need those like chip bag clips, I think, for them. And actually, I saw them just in like a Ziploc plastic baggie at the stitching store the other day. I'm like, okay, that's what we do then. Or something along those lines, maybe not that exactly, but I had them in like pillowcases before. That didn't really appeal either. It didn't seem like. I've had them out loose and everyone looks at them like, what the fuck is this for? Steering wheel cover, etc. So nope, no one does, Wendy. That's for sure. Oh. Okay. Zebras. Okay, hilariously enough, the dog fabric that's going to be going under the press is also a handle right here. Okay. Normally I would leave these together, but they are like so discombobulated with what's actually staying and what is not staying on the interfacing that it's just better to trim it down. Now it's easier to manage in front of the machine or the press as well. Yeah, so there's the dog fabric again, and then I am a computer geek. is here as well, ready to go. Getting ready to go, I guess. Ready for the show. Okay. One handle. Two handles. Three handles. Flip the kato. Four handles. Five handles. Ooh, okay. Yeah, those last two pieces are pretty angry for handles. It's like, you want me to stick? What kind of nonsense are you talking about? Sticking? Why would I do that? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. 2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Oh, if I push the steam press back, I'll have more room to work on the handles. That's how it was so much easier earlier. Jesus, okay. Brains. Apparently I needed that afternoon coffee more than I thought, and I did not make it because I was like, well, I got to go to bed tonight. It's because we got to be up in the morning for this race. So it's like, goddamn. Could have used it. Slam. Could have used it. Oh well. Well, we'll have all the handles done by the time that we're done the kato cuts at least. And that's actually pretty good. And then we'll go in and we'll press all of the small box bag linings. It's 4:30 already. Jesus. Okay. Criminy. Let's get this done then. But at least have all of the kato and the small box bag pressing done. And then I don't know if I'll be back on tonight or not. Maybe, because even like 4 more hours of work would mean that we could at least get the rest of the small box bags interfaced. I'll chat with Dawson and see what he wants to do, because last night doing bed, like, he might want to be in bed earlier than he was. Although at the same time we could also, like, the kids could just come down and hang out and I just don't stream it, because really the small box bag interiors are going to be the most boring part of this pressing job. Yeah, actually that's probably the best decision then. Like, I don't want to disturb this pile of small box bags because they're like hanging on or not by a thread. Or, yeah, not even hanging on by a thread in some cases. Need to hum a Disney song. Does it work? Does it work? No, it doesn't. Almost does. So we'll pop a patch on there. And then we are done the small box bag handle cuts. And they just need to be interfaced. We're almost done the Kato. Yay! That's really good considering that I hadn't even cut all of these apart yet last night. So, there we go. That was unintentional. Yeah, true, fair enough. Fair enough. It's also gonna be a fucking early morning. And I am not a morning person. So yeah, when I'm done, I will be done. And then I will see you on Wednesday. 'Cause Monday's long run day. And Tuesdays kiddos are home, and I'm trying to get up in the mornings. I'm trying not to go to bed stupid late. So if they go to bed really early, I will be on in the evenings. Or well, even if they go to bed on time, like 7:30, 8 o'clock, that'll be perfect. But yeah, trying to be in bed at a decent hour. Fighting all my night owl tendencies. The hubster. Like it. We have agreed that we are not. A lot of people refer to each other as like wifey and hubby, and I'm like, you cannot refer to me as wifey. I don't like the like infantilization of it. And he's like, deal, as long as you don't call me hubby. And I'm like, nope. I don't like hubby as it is. Ugh. Don't know why. I also don't like being called mommy though either. So the kids have been trained to call me mama. Mom would be fine as well, that's fine, but it just mummy for me is just like no. Although I'm not on the other end either. My brother went very pretentious. And I don't know if he called dad father, but it was always mother. And it was like, definitely not in a tone of respect from what I could tell. It was so just like, put my teeth on edge. Not good. It's very cold, I guess, maybe, or pretentious. I don't know. He's an asshole. He was an asshole long before I like I cut contact with him long before, or reduced contact. I didn't go no contact until I went no contact with my parents. But I was definitely like reduced contact for a very long time before that. It's just like, nah, not worth it. Yeah, we call each other babe, but we also use it in like a gender neutral tone of that. Well, mostly I call him babe. I think that is the only one that we really do. Baby though? No. And he's like jokingly done the whole like mommy thing, and I'm like, nope. Kills it off right there. Any sexual desire, just like whoop, straight through the bottom of the barrel. Even jokingly. Ugh. Not gonna yuck anyone else's yum, but definitely for me, it's just like, no. And he's the same way, because he wanted to be called daddy by the kids, so it's like, yeah. Darl. Ugh. Yeah. The kids are Sweet Pea. And actually the cats are Sweet Peas too. Nice, like, easy nickname for them. Or Honey Bunches from Honey Bunches of Oats, the cereal. And then they have their normal names. Their normal names don't go down to, like, nicknames really are not very well. And honestly, their names suit them. So, like, nicknaming them doesn't work. Which is kind of cool, actually. Although my youngest was calling me mommy for like a month. And I was like, do you want me to start calling you this name? And they're like, sure. And I'm like, oh, that backfired in my face. It's like, I'm not mommy, I'm mama. You've been calling me mama for nearly 4 years. But like, child. It's 100% a daycare or like preschool thing. We got an email that it was like, we are very specifically not a daycare. We are a preschool, so I'm trying to be really conscious of, like, they are a preschool, and I know this. This is what we send them there, but I slip up once in a while. They are a preschool with care. Oh, shoot. There's a bunch of Kato under here. What? These Kato just keep coming and coming. They're like the Energizer Bunny. Coming and coming and coming. That's not the Energizer Bunny. That's someone else. I don't know who. Anyway, we do have a pile here. Oh, I'm glad most of you probably seem to enjoy getting me inflicted upon you regularly. Anyway, we have a bunch of Kato that just keep coming and coming and coming and coming that need to have them repressed because they've just been like sitting for too long and they need to have their like I just want to make sure that their interfacing is actually like in, and then a lot of them are just partially finished too, so it's like, okay, like this one was here because it's partially finished, not because of the interfacing. Fuji definitely needed a repress. Okay, so that's all there, and oh right, and that's the drawstring for it. Most of them seem okay, but it's like, why take risks? So just throw them underneath again. It'll also hopefully help like work out any of the bullshit going on with like wrinkles from being stored too long. This one just needs, that actually needs full on new webbing and proper D-rings actually. So that's good to see because it's got the old canvas D-rings and they're just not as nice. Well, D-ring tabs and like rectangle rings. Ugh. Does not work. But this is one of the OG ones, so that makes sense that it wouldn't have necessarily been done. We've shifted a lot of the stuff in almost like in the last 2.5 years. Oh my God, we've almost been making kato for 3 years now. This summer will be 3 years. There. This one definitely needed that extra press. See it like lifting. They also have a a more like papery interfacing versus the softer non-woven interfacing that we use now. This one does not. This one's not quite as old, but we're still going to pre-press it. Press it again, press it again, press it again. Actually, it is... yeah, whatever. What's it going to take? 5 seconds. Whatever. 10 seconds, I guess. It needs pockets. Okay, so we do need to do a good assessment of everything and see what it needs. But yeah, this one needs pockets and D-wing tabs and D-rings. Okay, this one needs a, oh shit, it doesn't have a drawstring in this marble. Yeah, whatever, it doesn't need to match the pockets, really. This one's only got one pocket. Lovely. Oh yeah, the kiddos also get called Babbity Babs a lot. As in the Babity Babs. Or the Babbity Babes. Yeah. So they have a few nicknames. They don't lack for nicknames, even if they don't derive directly from their actual names. This polar bear one is like ready to go. Just repress the fabric. Housekeeper cat, I think. Yeah, it just needs its pockets sewn. That is fit to fall apart, so we're going to use a second clip there. Housekeeping cat. Okay. And this one is more or less ready as well. It does need a drawstring and pockets, and its interfacing needs some intervention for sure. You are basically ready to go. Yay. You got hung up because I had to sew the pockets last year. That's what I remember. And yeah, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to run a strip over this because it was pieced. I'm going to run a strip over top of it. Get this pressed really, really well. Because that will just help it all stick. And then we'll do the same with the other one. The other piece, because it was also pieced. And obviously hanging on for barely hanging on here. Definitely needs that done. ran out of, fuck me, to fill it again. I don't think I've ever had to fill this press this much. Good God. Okay. Press out the canvas because apparently it also did not appreciate how it was stored. Where are we at? Oh yeah, more water. We really do need that steam for this interfacing. So, on to the next fill. And I need another couple bottles of distilled water. Lovely. Hi, cat. What's up? Okay. Well, this one is just not even adhered. On top of being cranky. There we go, that's better. Success. Success. Success, success, success. Da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. Good. Much better. All around. Okay, so it's got technically an interior and pockets, but what I'm going to lean towards is that we should make pockets for this, and that one of the other bags that I was like, oh, it doesn't have drawstrings. And then we'll cut new pockets for this one. I think that's what we should do. We'll figure that out later, obviously. All right, last one that needs to be repressed, this bunnies, which also doesn't have any pockets or any other sundries. And we do have fabric for its drawstring at least though, so that's good. Alrighty. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, those, it's like add D-rings. These wouldn't even like accommodate a hook on them even if I wanted them to, or thought they could. So I don't know what I was thinking there. But here we are. All right, so we can pop one. We're going to do small box bag handles now because we're down to small box bag handles and interior fabrics. So that's not bad. We could do 1, 2, 3, 4 across. That means we can do 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Well, good thing that I can count up to 8 today. 5, 6, 7, 8. Wonder if I could fit one more on. No, can't. Never mind. Hi, bud. Oh, you're doing well. How are you? You're a happy cat because you got like all that fabric. Fabric hoard cat. Me? One, two, three, four. Two, three, four. Yay. Proving over and over I can count to 4. It's actually 8 because, yeah, 4 bundles of 2. I promise. There are actually 8 there. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Foggy glasses. Okay. Linen, cotton linen blend, cotton linen blend, cotton, cotton. There's cotton linen blend in here, cotton linen blend here, 2 more cottons here. Perfect. Doom 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 doom. I'm like, oh no, it's not pressed on the edges, but that's okay. That's fine. It's all good. Like not on the like very tippy edges, which are going to get well and truly sewn into the bag, so I'm not worried. That's why I'm not worried. Cotton linen, cotton. So that's 2, 4, 6, and 8. 2, 4. 6, excuse me, and 8. Beans. Ow. my hand up into the sole plate. Dumb move. 4, 6, and cotton linen. There's 8. Perfect. Next set as well. Foggy glasses. Okay, I really need to pee. So, I'm gonna do that. And then we'll come back down and we will continue small box bag handles because I think we can get these done before dinner tonight. We are not getting small box bag interiors done tonight, but that's okay. All right, BRB. Meow, wow. Hi, cat. She's over in her tree. She's like, you're moving. I have returned. But I do actually need to put together a graphic and post for Instagram quick. So we're gonna pause on the hot thing here for a moment. I just wanted to make sure it didn't like shut off since I'd run away. Actually, I'll lay the next ones. And Caroline's like, "Are you posting today?" And I'm like, "Yes, I just got the logo and for this person that's coming to Hanami." And she's like, "Didn't I email that to you?" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck yeah, you did." One of those days. 6 different directions. 6 different directions. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if this is going to work because there's like 5 vendors. So let's see if I can make it work. I think I can. I think what I can do. Yeah. So we're going to do a template and then we'll of 4 and then we'll do a middle one of not Facebook. We need an Instagram post. Instagram post. Ooh, we could do a smaller, like a 9 grid. So there's 5 of us. Almost need like a 10 grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 would work because then we could do. But that doesn't work with like the shape of the. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't work with the shape of the like logos. It's easy. A 4 with the one in the middle for ancient arts would be cool though. So let's see if that actually works. Okay. So Yuki, Ginger Snap, Jun E Wakamono, not ancient arts. Me. No. Mine, because then I will put ancient arts right in the middle because they are the organizer. Makes them stand out. We'll see if this works. Who knows? And then delete that, but instead we're going to put, oh my goodness, an element in the middle there. And we're going to put a square. Okay, let's go back to the design, please. Okay, so let's delete that. Just like, where's the delete button? No, let me delete it. Okay, well, just get out of here then. And you get out of here. And then ginger snap needs to be a little bit smaller. You need to go in. Nope. There we go. Sorry, Colin, your head's gonna get cut off. But now the full title is there. Okay. And then I want to put an element in. I need a picture circle. Circle. Replace with recents, ancient arts. And I'm going to like. Graphic design is not my forte. Graphic design is not my forte. We'll do our best. Do our best. Do our best. Stop moving the whole frame. Cranky pants. Cranky pants. Cranky pants. Okay, that looks good, I think. Cut that off the bottom, then that looks better actually in this case. Replace with this instead. Replace with this, please. Delete image. Replace with this one. It's like, nope, fuck you. Cool. Okay, that is what it's not. It is now. Oh my god, it's still showing like too much of it. You know what? Get rid of the circle and do it as a goddamn square, and that'll probably work better. I'm sure this is riveting. I hate doing, I like both love and hate doing graphics. Ooh, we could put it as like, no, I need a, that's not the right square. That's not the right kind of square. Okay, good. Elements, we need a picture square now. Picture frame, I guess. Frame, square. Fits in between all of us more or less. Scoot my cat a bit further. Done. No, don't like it. Did all that work and I don't like it. Damn it. That's better. Scrolled right past it there. Okay, let's set up another one of these so that we don't lose the press, because it's like, oh god, you haven't been using me. Ah. Because, you know, equipment is always very dramatic. No, that doesn't work either. Damn. Okay, they need to be like squares. Create design. That might work. Okay, let's try this then. Replace multiples. It's supposed to be that one. This one could be. There we go. Fucking finally. Jesus. No. Replace with my knee. There we go. And I think what I should do is change the border on these probably to reflect. Change the border color to brown or even black. Yeah. There we go. Just double check the email, make sure that is actually who's coming, because Caroline just sent it out in her newsletter. Double check the details, make sure I got it right. Yeah, all 5 of us. Okay, cool. There we go. Good. Got it, good. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one's already done. Sweet. Yeah, so basically I'll wrap up on this post, we'll wrap up on the handles. You can hear Dallas is upstairs beginning the dinner prep. So we'll just continue working until he says that dinner's ready today. Contemplating what to write. Because hi. Market copy. Ooh, my goodness, there's only one left. So let's just lay it over top and pray that these all press properly. All right, so there is all the small box bag handles also done. So realistically, let's pop them into that bin as well. And then it is just the lining fabrics. So where the fuck did I put them? Oh, they're on the chair right behind me. Good God. Familiarity blindness. Okay, sounds like I should run some interference on children probably while Dad cooks dinner. Can finish up this post up there too. So I'll chat with you all again on Wednesday. So I hope you all have a fantastic couple of days, and I'll see you then. Bye. Oh yeah, my steam press is now off, in case anyone is concerned.